All right, question 4. Answer the questions below based on the graph. Use a blank space to show your thinking. What's the value of y when x is 10, when x is 6, and when x is 1? We need to find the value of y when x is 10, when x is 6, and when x is 1. And for this question, we didn't give you a table to fill in, but we gave you blank sketch space to fill in. Want to start to have you think about, do you need to make a table? And if you do, we're going to ask you to make your own. So let's look at when x is 10 on this graph. So I'm going to go over to when x is 10, and I'm going to go up until I find that red line. I'm going past 2, going past 4, past 6, past 8, past 10, and I'm landing right on 12. That's convenient. So I'm going to make my table. It's going to be sloppy. I don't have a touchscreen like you guys do, but I would use a touchscreen if you're using the Chromebook. So we know when x is 10, y ended up being 12. That was an easy number, right? It was an easy number to find because it went right through, right there. When x is 6, how high up is that red line? It's past 2, it's past 4, past 6, but it's not past 8. So it's somewhere between 6 and 8, but I'm not exactly sure where that number is. I do know it's a proportional relationship, right? Because it goes through 0, 0. So I'm going to put in, we didn't ask, but I'm going to put in 0, 0. And then it says when x is 6. So I'm going to make x equal 6. Remember, for this now, we got everything we could from this graph. Now we need to rely on the table. I'm going to change my color. I'm going to add actually a third column now to find out what is y divided by x. And that's going to tell me the constant of proportionality. So in this case, it's going to be 12 is y divided by 10, and that is 1.2. So to get the value, so that means I'm doing 10 times 1.2 to get 12. So for this, I would do 6 times 1.2. Should have made my table a little bit more spread out. So 6 times 1.2, I believe, is 7.2. So that means when x is 6, y would be 7.2. And then I asked about when x is 1. So you should be able to do that pretty easily. When x is 1, what would y be? And what am I always doing? I'm always multiplying x by 1.2 to get y, right? So it's always x times 1.2 equals y. And so that's going to be our equation because the constant of proportionality is 1.2. So take that and do the rest of this question with that help.